How's the Wolfpack doing today? Today we're back to our bread and butter, Madden, and helping you guys make more coins. I know we took a stint over at the MLB game, but we're back in Madden. I'm excited to help you guys with the no money spent grind. Let's get into it. No money spent is always a grind. Easy come, easy go. But it is possible, and I plan to help you guys out more this season than ever before. I'm really excited, and we're going to start off by introducing a new series on the channel. It's called Coins in 5. It's going to be a new series on the channel where we go ahead and give you guys a coin method every single week in less than 5 minutes. These videos are intended to be very concise. There's not going to be any clickbait. There's not going to be any rambling. We're going to get right into the coin method. Today's video will have more of an introduction because I wanted to introduce the series, but in future videos we're going to get right into it because I think the one thing that I have a gripe with other content creators is just how long it takes them to get to the point. That's not going to be the case here, so let's get into it. Alright guys, in this video we're going to go ahead looking at the Team Builder 1 sets, one of our favorite type of sets where you can put in wild card type players into the set. That means that any card that meets a certain overall threshold will be accepted. Those are key pivotal types of sets because they're a wild card. They're a lot easier to fill. You don't need a specific card to do the set, and a lot of these sets, as you'll see later in the year, results in a great way to make coins. So over here in the team builders, again, you can make any one of these, but they have the same exact set requirements. They require 3 75 to 79 cards and 3 80 to 82 overall cards. Now, you're going to want to use the auction block to determine which one of these to do, but I just wanted to show you guys the set starting out. Now let's head over to the auction block. So just to give you guys a rough idea of how much these cards go for, I just did a quick filter on Team Builder. You go ahead and look around, and it looks like they go for about 40k a pop. That is the minimum. Of course, we're going to try to do better than that, but basically you're looking at getting about 40k back depending on what card you make. So we have to make these cards for less than 40k. Let's see how easy it is to do that. So the first step here is we need to get our 80 overall cards, and again, if we need 3 of them, and with our card being around 40k or a bit more, which we're definitely going to look for ones that go for above 40k, we need to be getting these for like 10k each. If you go ahead and just do a simple filter on 80 to 81, you're seeing that they're going for about 13k. That's a little bit rich, right, for our blood, because we need 3 of them. That would be about 39k right off the bat. That would not be profitable. However, if you sort by newest, we see that the newest card that we're seeing has 23 minutes left on the auction block. That means that our filter is full. That means that we can definitely do better than that. So we're going to go ahead and drill into our filter. Let's start off with all offense. We got up to 41 minutes. That's solid again, but we need to be seeing 59 minutes. That's telling us that we're seeing the newest cards. Go ahead to a different position, quarterback, boom. Now we start to see some 59 minutes. So if we go position by position, we can start to see some of the newest cards here. So if we do sort by buy it now, instead of seeing 13k, now we're starting to see 11. That's getting better, but again, we do have EA tax that we have to take into consideration, so that is important to note there, as we're just going to bounce around this filter and see if we can't find anything for like 10k or so. We're going to go ahead and pick up Joe Thuney here. He's about 10k, 10.4. That's pretty good. So again, we have to buy 3 of these cards. So getting them for about 10k a pop should be pretty decent. We're going to go ahead and get Tyler Lockett here. Patience is the name of the game. Oh, and we missed Tyler Lockett. Definitely wanted to show you guys that clip though, even though he will not be one of the players that we end up using in the set, because don't get too frustrated if you see something like that, because it happens. There are other people trying to get these cards, and as we saw before, you're looking for about 10k is the threshold that we're looking for, 10 something. So no surprise there, we did miss it, but we're gonna get right back on the horse and see what we can find. Well, this would be a huge snipe here. Baker Mayfield is expired. Shoot. Sometimes things like that make you think that they're bots, because I got a pretty good refresh on that, and we still did not get it, but that's all right. Again, just wanted to show you. I mean, it can be tough out here. It can be tough out here when there's a method, but we're gonna keep trying. See if we can get another Joe Thuney here. A little bit of a leggy, but we do in fact get him, so we got 2 down, 1 to go. John Johnson, can we get him? That felt pretty good, but there is... Okay, there we go. So we got John Johnson. So we got our 380 overall cards for the set. We did it in about 31K-ish. So we do have a little bit of room. Let's go ahead and get our golds, and let's see what card we should build. Go ahead and get Sterling Shepard here. Nope. All right. 2K. Yeah, 2K looks pretty good. So basically we're gonna make these for we're gonna get these cards for 2K each, is what I'm thinking. Again, I think position by position is a pretty good filter. One pro tip, definitely turn on your program to core gold. You do not want any power-ups when you're doing this because they will not go into the set. Jordan Whitehead, got him. All right, so that's 1 card for 2K, up to a total investment of 33K, and a couple more to go. So it's going to be a little bit tight, but depending on what card we get, we should be able to make. I mean, at a minimum, it's going to sell for 40K. We determined that earlier. There's going to be ones that sell for more like 45, upwards of 50. So obviously anything we're able to do better than that will be pure profit. And again, we are kind of splitting hairs here. You know, we could buy a card very easily. Actually, let's go with 22. That's fine. You know, these 200 coins here, 300 coins there, not a huge deal, but you definitely want to be mindful of what you're doing, because margins, every coin counts, I guess is the best way to put it. So, you know, be stingy, be frugal, but don't be too unreasonable. If you see like a card for 2100, you probably should just buy it, because it'll get the job done and you'll be able to move right along. All right, so now with that, we have all the cards that we need for our set. Let's take a look at some options that we should think about making. David Njoku, definitely looking really good. He goes for 55K, very easily could sell that. The defensive player for the Browns, also not even up, so a very good option here with the Browns. You can make either or. I'd probably go with David Njoku without knowing who the defensive player is, but if it is a skill position like a safety or a cornerback for the Browns, we could look into that as well. But just take a note that David Njoku, definitely a good option here. Another one to note, the Chargers defensive player is not up, so depending on who that is, that could be a viable option, because he does seem to be selling out. So just a point to note there. Another one that's not up is the defensive player for the 49ers. Again, take a look at that, see if he's going for a lot. Generally, cards where there is a limited supply, those prices are going to be higher, so just take a look at who that might be on the 49ers. Not sure if Lorenzo Carter actually goes for 55K, but he's up there for that price as the lowest buy now, so not a bad option to look that way too. Again, we made this whole entire thing for 37K, so I mean, that would be a very healthy rate of return if we went ahead and sold a Lorenzo Carter. Even if we would only sell it for 50K, that would also still be a very good deal. I think Darnell Savage definitely deserves a point of emphasis because he is such a good player. 49K roughly, that's pretty darn healthy. I know you could sell for that. That'd be a solid 10K profit. Definitely worth doing. So go ahead and look at Darnell Savage. Offensive linemen are people too. You have a nice center, Matt Paradis for the Panthers, up for 52K. That would be an amazing sell as well. Lots of profit to be had by selling him. So go ahead and check his price too. All right, so as you guys can see, there are a lot of options for picking out a team builder. Definitely don't take my word for it in this video. Just kind of use that technique, go team by team, take a look at the prices to determine who the best guy for you to build would be. However, I do want to help you guys out, so I did put together a Madden 22 spreadsheet. One of the tabs on the spreadsheet is going to have the team builder prices, so you're quickly able to take a look at that to see which ones typically go for the most. On that spreadsheet, you will also find my training guide, which is a super helpful way to find the cheapest training. And lastly, I'm also going to put my sniping filters that I'm using to make coins. So it's going to be about 3 tabs to start off, but we'll be updating the spreadsheet throughout the year. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's down in the description below. Go ahead, check it out. It's free, and it always will be free. And that's pretty much the method, guys. So this is the first episode of Coins in 5 Minutes. I'm really excited about the series. I think it will be a great way to help you guys out and save your time and your wallet all at the same time. I think it doesn't get much better than that. One thing to note, I do think that this method will get better starting on the 20th because more players are going to be ripping packs, and that's going to drive those elite prices down. But the team builders generally don't drop off too much because they are some of the better cards in the game right now. So definitely be on the lookout for the core elite 80s to go down in price, but also if they have the superstar promo or legend pieces coming out, those also potentially could be the cheapest forms of 80 to 82s out there. So keep an eye out for that because that could definitely save you some coins and in turn boost up that profit margin. We like to see that. So anyway, please ring that bell if this helped you out. Otherwise, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.